So I'm back out here today on the river, getting ready to do some scuba diving at a really old spot that I researched. All right, y'all, check it out. About to get in the water in this swamp. See if we can find the treasure. So I'm dropping down right now to the bottom. I'm gonna see what I can find with my metal detector. It's very dark and spooky. I do have bright flashlights. It helps me see just a foot in front of me. So check it out. Onto a catfish, hiding in a log right away. And this place is pretty dangerous. You could see all the fishing line, logs everywhere, big old log jam. Gotta be careful. Could get hung up. Let's see if we can find some treasure though. It's down here somewhere. All right, first good signal. It's gonna be right on top. Big old iron spike. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I think it's old. That is a piece of Native American pottery, just eyeballed on top of the river bottom. It's pretty awesome. It's got some stenciling on it. We're gonna keep on going though. There's a square nail. Just found it with the pinpointer. And right here we have a colonial shoe buckle. Look at that. Oh, shoe buckle right here, oh, that's a good one. All right. So I'm back up from the dive, y'all. These are some of the finds right here. Got a bunch of metal down there. Old chain. Got some rusty iron junk. These are old spikes from a railroad. This right here might actually be something pretty good. I believe it could have been fired out of cannons at sails to tear them. But I'm not exactly certain. Could just be for logging. But it does look like something they would fire out at cannons and destroy sails back in the 1700s. Piece off a light here. I planned on going back down with my metal detector, but when I tried to find that spot again, I couldn't find the exact location as the shoe buckle and all the relics I was finding. But I did find some bottles. A bunch of bottles there. Pat D Cokes, Dr. Pepper, 10, 2, and 4. Old cork top. So overall, pretty decent dive. I'd say the shoe buckle was the best find. I'm going to give you all a look at that right now. So here's some of the best finds of the dive right here. We have my colonial shoe buckle, and it's in beautiful shape. It's made out of brass or copper. Gave a good signal on the pinpointer, so I can't wait to get back down with the metal detector and see what else we can find. There's going to be more buttons and coins. And here's a piece of Native American pottery, which also found in the same area. So that place has some history. It's going to be loaded, y'all. That's sweet. They're hard to find complete on land, but underwater you occasionally get them. I'd say it's about 1770s or 80s. All right, y'all, just got a signal here out in this field. We've hunted it before, and there's a musket ball. Last time I hunted it, the grass was like a foot tall, so it's actually prime right now. We're detecting. All right, let's see what else we can find. Really windy out here. Just got another signal. It's starting to dry out. That is a flat button right there. All right, the first one of the day for me. So there's still stuff out here. Looks like it has like a design on it. Sweet, let's keep on moving. See what else we can find.
Got an iffy signal. It was deep down in there too. You can see where I dug so far. And I got this right here. You can literally see it. It's a musket ball.
That's a good one.
I got a musket ball. That is a good find. It's old, and that's what we like.
Old stuff. If it ain't old, we don't want it. On top of the ground right here. I swung over it, then looked down and eyeballed it. You can't see it from the shadow, but that's a flat button right there, I think. Oh yeah, sure enough. Got plowed up. It's got some gold gilt on it too. Awesome. She got another button. It's a good one.
Here, there you go. So you can see the whole thing. Oh, it's still got dirty.
Shiny, shiny button. All right, good find.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a nice spoon right there. You can see on that side it has the little design, so 1800s. All right.
Woohoo!
It's deep too.
It was so hard to get. Look at all this. I've been digging for like 15 minutes.
All right, y'all, another signal here. It's a button, flat button, but this one has a design on it. Look at that. That's an eagle eye. It's gonna be an infantry button, but it's early about 1830s or so, before the Civil War. All right, we'll take it. Yeah, that's awesome right there. Eagle Infantry. Here's all the finds. We didn't get a whole lot today, but we definitely dug a lot of trash. That's the most of what we found. Pouch of it right there. Daisy has a pouch right there of trash as well. I got some buttons. I got a really nice Eagle button. Eagle Infantry button there. Has the eye in the middle on the shield. Probably 1830s. Got some flat buttons. That one has a design on it. 7 flat buttons, couple musket balls, a 1919 wheat penny. Got a piece to a Conestoga bell right there. A shoe buckle piece with a design on it. Some pewter. Got a little bottle, 1900s bottle. Got a piece of brass there. Not sure what that's off of. Looks kind of like a candle holder piece there when you look at it, but it's broken in half and it had a hole right there, so maybe it mounted onto furniture or something. Who knows? Daisy has some good finds. She got a musket ball, 7 flat buttons as well. She has some really decorative buttons in the pile here. Let's see, this one has a flower design on it. Pretty cool. Horse rosette piece. These are always nice to find. Old silver plated spoon right there. A newer buckle, probably 1900s. Modern quarter, wheat penny from the 50s. 50 cal machine gun bullet casing. Piece off of furniture there, probably a dresser. Some modern sunglasses and a pile of trash. So not bad. We got everything except the coins. Got the colonial buttons and the relics. Just missing the coins, y'all. But maybe next time. They're out there somewhere. This place has definitely been picked over pretty good though, so we're getting what was missed. All right, y'all, been out here working on the boat today. It's really hot, getting some things fixed up on the motor. It let me down the other day. Had to use a trolling motor to get out to the dive spot. All right, so pretty much what happened is this piece right here went all the way around a circle. It broke just right under the flywheel. And another piece of it's over there. The guy who had the boat before me pretty much rigged everything, and the original stud right here was worn all the way down, and he had put a bunch of washers on it. Barely got a nut on there to where it would stay on. So I replaced this whole piece here with the new stud. So we're gonna put the carb back on. So let's get back to work. Here's that old part right here I wanted to show you. Worn off right there. And that side's not. Got everything back together. Got the guide plate on, the set ring, flywheel. It should run now. The other day, it broke that set ring piece right there, and I couldn't use the throttle no more. It wouldn't run. So now we got it fixed. We're gonna see if it cranks up. Getting ready to do some diving again this morning. It's gonna be a good day. We got about a 2-hour drive to the spot, but once we get there, it's gonna be awesome. All right, y'all. Boat motor is still broke. Waiting on parts. But we got the trolling motor, and it is getting us, pushing me down the river. Right away, found a nice pocket knife on the bottom of the river. I'd say that one's early 1900s. But this is a good sign that there's metal to be found at this site. We have a marble. It's always a good dive when you find a marble. It's the first one I found in a while too. The visibility is very low. It looks better on camera actually, but you can only see a couple inches. Got a good signal on the detector. You can see there's a coin or a button right there. I believe that's a flat button. Don't see anything on it. There's more in the same hole. We got another flat button, a little small one. So we're onto a hot pocket here. Muddy water, y'all.
You can't see anything.
You don't like diving in mud?
I don't mind it. I just want to feel it.
So I'm back in from scuba diving, y'all. Burned one tank at a new spot I researched. Got a pile of trash over there detecting. But I did get a couple good finds. It wasn't a whole lot, but that's the treasure right there. Some lead fishing weights. Brass or copper spike there, probably off of a ship. Really old nail, very old. 1700s. I got a pocket knife detecting, and I got 2 flat buttons there, plain buttons, and a clay marble that doesn't beep. Definitely clay. You can see where the shank mark was on the back of that button. So I'm getting on to a 1800s and late 1700s site. I'm hoping to get back in there when the water's a little bit clearer and I have more visibility. I still have about 8 tanks left to burn this week, y'all. So I'm gonna have to do some diving somewhere, even though my boat motor don't work. While we're waiting on parts, we'll get under and see what we can find. So that's gonna wrap up another scuba diving and metal detecting adventure. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Until next time, y'all have a good one. Happy hunting and God bless. Heading out here to Oak Island, y'all. We finally made it. Gonna go search for the treasure. Check it out. We're here, Oak Island. I'm gonna use my detection skills and see what they missed, y'all. It's gonna be an awesome hunt. Look at the water. Woo! Waves are coming in, high tide. Should have got here sooner. Got Daisy over there. There she is. Right there. It's gonna be a coin. Probably a penny or something. I see it. It's a penny.
A penny! Oh, you're catching up.
It's a shiny one. All right.